Lisa Reidsema, and this is episode 14, Building a Referral Network That Actually Works. Most therapists think about referrals wrong. They think a referral network is a list of people who send them clients. So they go to a networking event, hand out business cards, maybe send a few emails introducing themselves, and then wait. And the clients don't come. And they conclude that networking doesn't work and that referrals are unpredictable, that building a practice is mostly luck. None of that is true. What is true is that they built the wrong thing. A referral network is not a list, it's a set of relationships. And relationships are built the way all relationships are built, through genuine connection, demonstrated competence, and consistency over time, and making it easy for people to trust you with the people they care about. So today I'm going to show you how to build one that actually fills a practice. Part 1, who refers and why. Before you think about how to build your referral network, you need to understand who refers clients to therapists and what motivates them to do it. Other therapists are your most consistent referral source, particularly other therapists who don't do what you do. A therapist who specializes in couples work refers out individual clients. A therapist with a full caseload refers out waitlist inquiries. A therapist who does not work with your population refers to you when someone calls asking for exactly what you offer. These referrals happen naturally when the other therapist knows you, trusts you, and has a clear picture of who you work with. Primary care physicians and other medical providers refer when they have a patient they're worried about and they don't know what to do next. So the referral from a PCP is often urgent and involves a patient who is struggling significantly. These referrals require that the physician knows you exist, knows what you do, and trusts that you will follow through and communicate back. That last piece, communication, is where most therapists lose this referral source. A PCP who refers a patient and never hears what happened is unlikely to refer again. School and school counselors refer when a student needs something beyond what the school can provide. And this might be a student with more significant mental health concerns, a family that needs clinical support alongside the child's school support, or a student transitioning out of a school-based service. These referrals tend to be for younger clients and their families, and they are more consistent when you have a relationship with the specific counselor rather than just the school and the abstract. So, attorneys and legal professionals refer in specific practice areas: divorce, custody, trauma, forensic evaluation. If you work with any of these populations, attorneys are meaningful referral sources, and they refer consistently to providers they have worked with before and found reliable. The other is former clients. They refer people they care about. This is not something you manufacture. It happens when the work was real and when people trust that what helped them will help someone else. So the referral from a former client carries enormous weight because it comes with a personal endorsement. With all of these referral sources, and what they have in common is they refer to people they know and trust. So the referral is an extension of their own professional reputation. They are not going to send someone to you unless they are confident that you're going to take care of that person. So part 2, what actually builds the relationship. Now that you know who refers, let me tell you exactly what actually builds the relationship with them, because it's where most therapists get it wrong. They send a letter of introduction, they drop off business cards, they show up to one networking event, and none of it works because none of it is a relationship. It's marketing. And marketing to referral sources is not the same as building referral relationships. So here's what actually does work. Be specific about who you work with. A referral source cannot refer to you if they don't know who you help. I work with adults dealing with anxiety and depression. Tell someone almost nothing. I work with adults in their 30s and 40s who are navigating major life transitions, career changes, divorce, loss, significant health diagnoses, and who want a clinician who is going to be direct with them. That tells someone exactly who to send you. Specificity is the thing that makes you referable. Make contact personal and relevant. When you reach out to a potential referral source for the first time, make it relevant to them. Reference something specific about their work, their patient population, the context in which you might collaborate. A cold form letter does not build a relationship. A brief, specific, genuine message does. And then follow through impeccably. When a referral source sends you a client, let them know you received the referral promptly. If the client has signed a release, follow up with a brief clinical note, not a detailed disclosure, a professional acknowledgement that communication is happening. The referral source who sent a patient to you and never heard a word is unlikely to send another one. The one who knows you take follow-through seriously will send you everyone. Show up consistently, not intensively. One coffee meeting is not a referral relationship. Showing up at the same community, the same professional organization, the same continuing education events over time is what builds the kind of familiarity that generates referrals. People refer to people they keep running into in professional contexts. That presence is built slowly and cannot be manufactured in a single outreach burst. Part 3, building your referral ecosystem. A referral ecosystem is what happens when you stop thinking about the individual referral sources and start thinking about the professional community around your clinical population. Every specialty has one. If you work with trauma, there is a community of providers, medical, legal, advocacy-based, who serve trauma survivors. If you work with adolescents, there's a community of school counselors, pediatricians, coaches, tutors, and youth organizations who interact with your clients. If you work with couples, there are attorneys, clergy, financial advisors, and other couples therapists who see the same people from different angles. Your referral ecosystem is the portion of that community that knows who you are and what you do. Here's how to build it intentionally. First, you're going to start with your specialty. Who else serves the population you work with? Make a list, not an abstract list, a list of actual professionals in your community or in the communities where your clients live. Identify warm contacts within the list who you already know, even loosely, former colleagues, supervisors, people you trained alongside, people you have met at events. Start there. A warm introduction is exponentially easier than a cold one. Add value before you ask for anything. The fastest way to build a referral relationship is to be genuinely useful to someone before you need anything from them. Refer to them when you have someone who's a better fit for their practice. Share a resource that is relevant to their work. Answer a question they posted in a professional group. Show up as someone who contributes to the professional community, not just someone who is trying to build their caseload. Maintain the relationships over time. A referral network is not built and then done. It requires ongoing maintenance, consistent presence, follow through on referrals, occasional check-ins, showing up in the professional spaces where your referral sources spend their time. This does not have to be time-consuming. It has to be consistent. Part 4, the referral conversation. Let me give you the language because this is where people freeze. When you are introducing yourself to a potential referral source, a physician, a school counselor, another therapist, the conversation does not need to be a pitch. It can be genuinely brief and genuine. I'm a therapist in private practice, and I specialize in working with adults navigating major life transitions. I wanted to introduce myself because I imagine we occasionally see the same people from different angles, and I would love to be someone that you can refer to when a patient needs that kind of clinical support. That's it. You don't need a brochure. You don't need a polished speech. You need to be specific about what you do, clear about why the connection is relevant, and then listen. The follow-up is where most of the relationship lives. After the first conversation, send a brief note thanking them for their time. Reference something specific from the conversation. Let some time pass and show up in shared professional spaces. Be the person who follows through when they eventually do refer someone. When a referral comes in, acknowledge it. When you have a signed release, close the loop professionally, build the reputation of being the therapist who is easy to work with and who does not make people regret sending someone to them. That reputation is the most valuable marketing asset that you have. It takes time to build, and it's very hard to replicate with advertising or strong social media presence. It's built slowly with consistent behavior, and it compounds over time. Referral networks do not happen to you. You build them slowly by being someone worth referring to, specific about your work, reliable in your follow-through, and genuinely useful to your professional community around your clinical population and consistently present over time. There is no shortcut to this. There is also no mystery. It is professional relationship building applied to the business of clinical practice. If you want a structured approach to building your referral network as part of the broader work of setting up your practice, including who to contact, who to reach out to, and what to track, that's inside my course, the Launch Lab, which walks you through the entire first 90 days of private practice. The link's in the description. Next week, we're going to be talking about marketing, specifically how to think about it in a way that doesn't feel gross, and what the minimum viable marketing plan for a private practice actually looks like. So subscribe so you do not miss it, and I'll see you next week.